Hello and welcome to the Out of the Sandbox video guide to the Content Creator extension. This is an extension for the Google Chrome web browser that will allow you to automatically copy pieces of HTML code that you would need to create various layouts and features for your custom pages of your Out of the Sandbox theme. So if you'd like to follow along with this video guide, go ahead and install the Content Creator extension by following the link in the description of the video or the link that's in the article that you're checking out. Once it is added to your Chrome browser, you can see it up here in the top right corner, this icon here, and this is what the extension looks like, where we can copy various columns and features. So let's take a look to see what we mean by columns and features. To do that, here I am on my admin panel. I'm going to head to Online Store, Pages. I'm going to create a new page here to use as a demonstration. Now, whenever I'm talking about these columns here, if you're not totally clear on what I mean by the 16-column framework or the grid that the theme uses to create layouts, then I suggest you check out the various documentation, articles, and videos that we have about the column framework to clear up what we mean by that, because I'm going to be sort of talking in those terms whenever we're looking at these column examples here. So the first disclaimer I have for you once you're familiar with that stuff is that these columns here apply specifically to the regular page template. So if you're using a page.narrow or page.wide, page.details template, these columns don't apply to those pages, but instead just this regular page template. They don't apply to product or collection descriptions either, just the regular 16-column page template. So I'll show you an example here. Let's see what 3 columns does. So I clicked 3 columns and it says copied. That means that that code is copied to my clipboard. So now I can head over here and trigger the HTML editor of the content field with this button, and then simply paste in that code so that I don't need to type in any of the column classes necessary to create this layout. So I can go ahead and save it and see the results right away, since the content creator will add this lorem ipsum text. It already has placeholder text to fill in this layout. But then you can go ahead into the HTML that you just pasted and replace that lorem ipsum text with your own paragraphs, with your images, with your videos, lists, whatever HTML content that you would be entering into that specific layout. Not only that, the content creator wraps these sets of columns in a row class for you. So you can go ahead and copy another set of columns right from the content creator. Here I've just copied 4 columns. You can paste it directly below the existing code and not worry about any conflicts between those rows. And as we see, they're rendering just as we'd expect. And you can already sort of imagine what this would look like with various types of content replacing the lorem ipsum text. So that's how it works for all of those columns. I just want to show you one more example here, and that's the offset. If you're not clear on what an offset is, go ahead and check out the documentation that I was talking about, because this will use the center 10 columns here. It's using 10 columns offset by 3 so that you can create a section in your page that just occupies the center columns here. So as you see, it's not spanning the full 16-column framework. It's just constrained to those center columns, easily copied right from the content creator. All right, so those are the columns that we have available to us through the content creator automatically. Let's take a look at some of these features, starting here with tabs. I'll go ahead and click it to copy the tab code to my clipboard, and we'll replace what's in my demonstration here with that code. I'll paste it in, and there we have it, our placeholder tabs. And then you would want to go in here and replace these tab titles with the titles of your choice, and replace this content with the content of your choice. And then they will render following the tab style of whatever theme you happen to be using. I would be remiss at this moment if I didn't mention that we also have a tab generator that you can use to enter your tab titles and tab content into a visual set of tabs and then generate the code automatically. So our team at Out of the Sandbox is always looking at ways of helping you out with new enhanced tools. We've got the content creator to copy this code for you automatically, but if you'd like a visual way of configuring some tabs, check out our tab generator as well. The link is in the description. Let's move right along here to our next feature that we can add, and that's a button. I'll go ahead, I'll replace all of this tab code with the button code that I just copied. And as you see, we've got a place that we can replace the URL Let's say I've got a demo product at that URL, and I can change the caption of the button here to whatever I would like. And as expected, this will render a button on the page that follows the style of the theme. So the same hover colors, all of that jazz, and it will function to lead to that demo product. Great. Let's move right along into our next feature, which would be this accordion setup. And it is very similar to the way that we would configure our tabs, in the sense that after we paste the HTML in, we would be looking to our various titles, accordion titles, and accordion content that we would replace to create that type of layout. And as we view that in various themes, we can see our accordion setup. Our next feature to take a look at here would be our slideshow. An amazing feature to add to your various product descriptions, collection descriptions, custom pages. Now, all you would do is paste that in, and then right here is where you would replace your image source URL with the URL of your own images. And it will show up with all of the slideshow styles that you're used to seeing. These images are all the same, so there's no difference there. And of course, as usual, we suggest using the same size of image for all of your slideshow images, or the same proportions, so that they occupy the same container here on the page. Finally, a fairly basic, straightforward feature that we can add to this page, really easy to copy right here from our content creator and paste in. That's a horizontal line right there. And let's see our beautiful horizontal line rendering in the updated turbo theme just below the default horizontal line. I'm sure you can think of better uses for this line than I have here, but there it is, available for you right in this content creator. All of these various features and frameworks available at a click of a button for you to paste into your custom pages. If you had any problems, you hit any snags, had any issues, I would usually suggest heading over to help.outofthesandbox.com, but instead I'm going to suggest you use the content creator here, where you can jump right to this contact link, which will bring you to our help center. Another amazing feature of the content creator extension from Out of the Sandbox. My name is Sean Campbell. Thank you for joining me for this video guide. Take care.